What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Forsaken. Yes, I know we are back. It's been a long time. I know, I do apologize, but we missed y'all and we're finally back because, man, we just could not stay away thanks to this. After 10 long years. Yes, that's right. I'm sure y'all already know what we're about to be talking about because you looked at the thumbnail, of course, before clicking on the video, other than seeing Anime Assembled, right? No, I'm kidding. I digress. Bleach. Yes, that's right. Bleach. 1,000-Year Blood War officially dropped the first episode. And oh my god. Absolutely phenomenal. The nostalgia, the animation, the art, just out of the park. And you may not want to take my word for it, but on my anime list it rated 9.2 out of 10 currently. One episode took the #1 rated spot on my anime list. Come on now, come on. And then on top of that, other places have rated it insanely well. But I digress. You can watch it for yourself and you could see the amazing work that was put in. They took that 10 years and they used every second to make such a stunning and beautiful show. Animation, just phenomenal. Art, phenomenal. The plot line, the story to it, god, phenomenal. There is a lot to unpack in that episode. And a lot of people, whether you're a newcomer to Bleach or you're a nostalgic oldie fan like me, there is a lot in that show, in just that first episode, as well as so many questions left unanswered, which of course they're going to get to, and I can't wait to see how they're going to unravel a lot of this stuff. But as soon as the show starts, you're shot right into the story. There's no opening right at the get-go. There's no, it's in it. It started, okay? You better sit down, grab your popcorn, watch, because it is just, they ain't got time to play. They got a story to tell. I love the new art style. It really shows the evolution from the old school 2000, mid 2000s, early 2000s art to present day art, and just the transition is just marvelously done. Marvelous. I do love the fact of how the story went out versus, a lot of shows when they first go, they shoot like the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes or whatever, and then they show the opening or something like that. They just went with the story. Hey, there's just too much to unpack. We just gotta go with it. I love that. The animation for it, again, it's just absolutely amazing. I cannot rave enough about it. After 10 long years, a lot of shows that come back, yeah, they do good, but they don't do Bleach good. Okay, this was just ridiculous. And then I do love the fact of, I'm gonna jump around a little bit, but the ending, they have an ending theme, so definitely for all of y'all, that's where I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a little bit watching it, just because the goosebumps, the chills, just how they portrayed that ending theme, the song itself as well as the video for the ending theme was just, it hits home. It was very heartfelt. You really see the come up that Bleach had from episode 1, and as well as all the other big highlights that they show off in that, because they can't give away too much of the new season. So I digress, but it was absolutely beautiful, absolutely phenomenal. I can't use that word enough. That's how awesome this first episode was. Bravo, kudos to Studio Period for that. I really do dig how they did that ending theme. I really dig how they did the whole episode in general. Kudos to y'all for the work that y'all put in. Thank you for bringing back Bleach for this final arc. We as anime fans, we needed this. So I'm pretty sure I can speak for the whole community for this when I say thank you for bringing back Bleach. Thank you. Going back to the episode though, of course, I don't know if y'all know, manga fans, they know, they've read the story and everything like that of the 1,000-Year Blood War. But when it first pops off, you know, we're seeing Katakuta Town after 10 years, you know, and starting it off with these random Soul Reapers that, you know, get assigned to the town, and of course all of the hollows that pop out, and then it's just absolutely, it just pops off and it's insane. And then, you know, it starts to quiet down everything. It's getting all like, oh my god, this is the end, it's serious. And then you know who it is, the protagonist himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the substitute Soul Reaper, Ichigo Kurosaki, and the gang all pop out, save the day, you know, all flashy and just amazing. They come out, we get a little bit of action there and stuff like that right within like the first 5-10 minutes. I do love the fact that when they go to introduce the I guess the antagonists of the series, we don't get nothing in regards to what they are. We're kind of part of the show itself. Like, we're trying to figure this out as the gang is trying to figure it out. You know, they don't know. They get little hints and glimpses here and there. We finally realize that the dude that comes up into Ichigo's room is a Quincy, or at least he has Quincy abilities because of the little charm that he has, the Quincy charm thing. And Ichigo kind of just makes a quick work of him. And during that whole fight, we get kind of a back and forth between Ichigo and the dude fighting to the Soul Society. And this is kind of where everything escalates from here. It's all quiet. We see the big boss man, Captain Yamamoto himself, kind of just staring off into the distance, and something's going on. We're quite not sure what's happening yet. And then all of a sudden there's this mysterious group that pops up in front of Captain Yamamoto, all cocky, thinking like they own the place and everything like that. Well, little did they know, they're talking to Captain Yamamoto. So they try to provoke him, all this other good jazz. He basically hits him with, well, I'm here, so there's nothing to worry about, you know, y'all are nothing, come at me. And so a whole bunch of crazy stuff happens at that point. I'm not gonna get into that so I don't spoil too much. Let's just say by the end of their conversation, this group announce who they are. They are known as the Wandenreich. They tell Captain Yamamoto, well, 5 days from now, the Soul Society will be annihilated. And it's a lot to take in. Captain Yamamoto doesn't have it. They get away. He blows a great big hole in the room that they're in and stuff like that. Well, granted, it was open space anyways, but he scorches the earth just like he always lovingly does. It transitions then to that group is in Hueco Mundo. The dude Ichigo was fighting with is there. We get to see the big bad wolf dude. We don't know his name yet, but we all know it's Yawach. I think it's Yawach. I think that's how you pronounce it. But this man, who is the head of the Quincy's, the king, the Quincy king, I guess is the best way to call him. He talks to his squadron, and he asks for a report. They give it to him after some heated words and everything like that. Ends up back, now we're at the final ending theme, and me crying because the episode ended and I'm at the edge of my seat trying to figure out what's gonna happen next, and I need to know what happens next. But overall, I mean, I've said it a whole bunch during this whole entire time. Absolutely phenomenal episode. I'm not the only one that rates it very highly. Chef's kiss, beautiful. The only, I guess, critique that I really have, it's not really in terms of the animation quality or the episode or anything like that. It's more of the release of the series. As we all know, Disney acquired the rights to exclusively stream Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc. We were fortunate enough, we got it on Hulu as well as Disney Plus. I watched it on Hulu. I don't know if it's actually on Disney Plus at the top of my head right now, but I watched it on Hulu. I watched it subbed over they didn't actually have the dubbed release. I wish they would have actually done a dubbed release, just because I watched Bleach dubbed originally back in the day, so it would have been easy. It would have been nicer to hear all the nostalgic voices, but I do have to give kudos to the sub version. Maybe it's because it's been gone for 10 years, but I don't know about y'all, but I still remember all the voices. I still hear, like, as soon as I saw the characters, I knew exactly what they sounded like. It was like seeing old friends, right? It was actually a pretty easy transition to the subbed over the dub, like from the dubbed, which normally it's not the easiest to do. It's I at least, you know, once you kind of, I'm one of those types that, like, once you start watching it in one language, you finish it in that language. But no, it was still, I mean, of course it was always going to be phenomenal subbed, but it was easy to make the transition from dub to sub, so I do have to give them kudos for that. The voice actors, they did really well for that. I believe the Japanese voice actors are the returning voice actors from the original series. When the dubbed does finally eventually come out, I'm gonna for sure watch it dubbed as well on top of the subbed, and so I can get the double tasting of it. But yeah, that's probably the only critique that I would actually have in regards to the episode itself, was that they didn't do the simulcast of the subbed and the dubbed. Right now, from my understanding, there's only the subbed released. So, but in terms of the actual content and the episode itself, I don't have the words other than I mean, I think I've been talking for the last 15 minutes in regards to it, but there's not enough words in order to explain, like, just how amazing. And the directors and the writers for the script writers and the whole cast crew, like, they capitalize on the nostalgia factor, they capitalize on the new age art style, and just bravo. Bravo. Absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for episode 2 to drop. I can't believe I'm gonna have to wait like another week or so until that, but it's all worth it. There's a whole bunch of other shows to check out as well that'll keep me company until Bleach returns for episode 2. I'm super hyped to see what they're gonna do with episode 2, and what they're gonna end up doing, how far they're gonna progress into the storyline. Are questions going to be answered? What do really the Wandenreich want? What does your watch want? Why do they want to annihilate the Soul Reapers? I'm assuming it has something to do with a 1,000-year blood war. I don't know, maybe because it's called Bleach 1,000-year blood war. I don't know. But I think that's a good guess. But no, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna keep rambling about it. Amazing. I'm so glad Bleach is back. Yeah, so you're gonna hear from my boy Indy in regards to how he feels about the episode, and I'm sure he's got a whole bunch of good things to say about it. He might be a critic, I don't know, but I think it's gonna be good. I think he'll agree with me on, man, this episode was amazing. If you haven't checked it out yet, go. I don't care if you got to get a free trial to Hulu. Hopefully you're subscribed to Hulu, Disney, whatever, wherever you got to go. Check it out. Watch this episode. Watch it twice. Don't matter. I know. I watched it once this morning. I'm gonna watch it again later tonight. It's so good. It's so good. And the remastering of the original Bleach song, unfortunately I really hate. I just know it as a Bleach song, but when it comes on, when all the heroic stuff and the protagonist, and when Ichigo's getting all into his action mode and stuff, the song. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy that it's back and remastered. Oh, but yes, no, please go check out the episode if you haven't checked it out yet. Yeah, well, we're gonna be doing this weekly, so you'll see us next week for it. All right.
What's going on, A+ Nerd Mixers? We hope you enjoyed that. Bleach is my man. This episode was amazing. Just like everything For a Second said, I'm with it. Look, if you want to see more anime content on this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know every time we drop a new content, man. The Anime Assemble crew is going to do their best to bring you reviews for everything anime. And don't forget about Anime Assemble coming back every Saturday, boy. We can't wait. Love you guys. I'm out.